Sundi, I am real happy to be talking to you this week about this, but I'm also just so happy our big, huge budget allotted for this indoor area for us to talk in with air conditioning, not just out there in a park and floating from a park to another kitchen, back to another. I mean,
that I didn't have to take a pedicab to chat with you for a few minutes and then take another pedicab back to chat with you under a very thin umbrella to which I am obviously going to have a heat stroke.
Is
Thank
this
goodness.
Top Vagabond Dishwasher or Top Shelf? What is this?
If I wanted to be swatting away flies, I could just put some weenies on the grill in the backyard. Okay? Like, what are these folks doing?
Please pack your knives and go.
All right. Hello and welcome to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio, a Top Chef pairing. I am Jeff Brantley, your all things kitchen and hospitality industry expert. With me, ready to break it down and also bring us the biz after she introduces herself.
That's right.
Is my friend.
Thank you for the cue. I'm Sundi, the pop culture professor. I'm expert on all things pop culture, self-proclaimed expert, heavy on them, self-proclaimed. And I'm here chatting with Jeff with the last 6 chefs. It's going fast.
Yeah.
It's like dwindling down. 5 is like a skinny amount.
No biz?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what no biz means.
Biz.
No biz. Okay, I do know what that means. Okay. I do have a little bit biz. We've done a little bit of rearranging on the schedule. We have moved vintage VPR.
All right, that's enough. I'm just kidding.
This is a very short list for sure. To Wednesdays and Fridays, so be looking for there. And then we're also going to be doing in the city and a summer house, and the summer house overlaps for the next 4 weeks. So we'll be covering both of those in some way or another. And then that's it.
All right.
And then Top Chef, obviously you're listening to it on Mondays. Oh, and we've moved our mini episodes to Thursday, such as it is.
Well, here today we are on Top Chef Season 23, Episode 11, Down the Rabbit Hole. Kind of clever, given where we are.
Yeah.
We do have 6 chefs remaining. And here we are. Last time we saw Tom's favorite Mies race, the fishing rodeo, not a fishing derby.
No.
On this pod.
Oh,
not what that is.
Rodeo is another way to say derby or tournament.
Oh, God. All right. I try to come down off one.
Tournament.
I didn't know you were going to be this picky.
Tournament is the way to go. Like, why are you fancy?
Sherry was a little uncertain of herself.
Going to relitigate it.
Of course. Gwen's unfortunate fish cook. Oh, remember Gwen?
Yeah, from last week.
Yeah, I miss her.
It is. R.I.P. Gwen.
She's fine, by the way, everybody.
That's right. She's not dead.
She's up there with Lawrence's wife.
We just miss her on the show. So R.I.P. Gwen.
Yeah, she had to pack up and go. Lawrence's continued success, and it's our last day in Greenville.
Yeah, and we are starting to get a lot of personal backstories about some folks, like starting to spend more and more time. Remember last week we saw Anthony and his butthead sister.
Right.
This week we're opening up with Jonathan and his wife and kids' proof of life. That's what he needed. So
getting to show off that tall trophy to the kids is fun, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I love a timestamp. You know how I love a timestamp. So we understand now that this is like end of summer, beginning of fall, because the kids are going back to school. We don't know when his wife's birthday is, but I assume she's a Virgo. Shout out Virgos. And kind of orients us to where we are in time and space here.
Well, Sherry is also raring to go, and we end up not far from downtown, place I've been through a couple times, Unity Park. Kristen out here, of course, you know, she's in the South now, so she doesn't really sweat. She glistens, and she is glistening like a stuck pig out there.
So, I mean, I think that's intentional, though, because she's glistening like a stuck pig when they're sitting in there in the air-conditioned restaurant.
It's a spray situation. I'm just saying.
Sure. And I wonder if she, like, has a guy for that. Like, you know, let me get my oil girl in to, like, do it, because what a job to have. I will say, too, that Sherry is hyped for an outdoor challenge. She says when everybody else is crying about being out in the heat,
she's thriving.
She's like, yeah, I'm on my stuff here. So tell us who these people are that join us in Unity Park.
The Try Guys, this is an old BuzzFeed offshoot. It is currently wildly popular. Sundi, it has had some Bravo-like drama behind the scenes for them.
Well,
I'm not going to get into it.
Okay, you don't have to get into it, but had I known that ahead of time, I may have done a quick Google because I did not know who Try Guys were when we sat down to watch this episode. So that might be something I can look into because, I do love a scandal.
And I know where they like to end up, and because they mentioned it a few times.
Chowtown.
That's
the
one
only
too
one.
many already.
That's the last time we'll say it, y'all. That's the last one.
We've got a kind of funky quickfire. I've been saying a lot, like this season hasn't been too gimmicky. They haven't thrown too many wild things out there. This episode broke it, the whole thing wide open. I mean,
this is
famous
dumb.
last word. This is silly. The fans decide. The first one's not too wild.
But how did the fans decide, and why didn't we get to participate in this call out?
This happened last year.
Well, I know, but how did they issue a call out? Was it on their Instagram? Was it on?
Probably.
Yeah, because I didn't see.
Or they made it up.
Well, okay. If they made it up, then that is some bullshit because that second round of surprises, we'll get to it, but that was some.
That could be a quick shows you maids shout out there.
Yeah.
The fans are deciding between their ingredient for the challenge, peaches, boiled peanuts, huge favorites around here.
Oh, yeah.
And then pawpaws. Luckily for everybody, it's peaches. Kristen, of course, would pick pawpaws, and I don't get it. It's just more challenging, and more challenging to me doesn't necessarily mean entertaining.
I've never had a pawpaw, but I would like to.
I think you'd like.
Maybe. I like a mango and a banana. I'm not too sure if I would love their bastard child, but I'm on
Louisville Creamery makes a great pawpaw ice cream, seasonal deal. Y'all check it out.
Shout it out. But I would like to say, too, that Georgia's official state fruit is also peach. So, okay, calm down, Carolinas. We got claim to the peaches. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we didn't pay to have Top Chef come film in our state.
Fair enough, because I don't even want to know the connections, the acrobatics that Top Chef would have to do to tie some shit they did, like they did this time with the Swamp Rabbit Trail. But
well, they're in the park now, like you said, so that they can ride to the grocery store later, and then they can shop, so then they can ride back to the park.
Mm-hmm. The pedicab. I used to date a guy who drove a pedicab.
Brag. Whoa, I didn't know you were coming in flexing that hard.
No, so it was such a brag that he mostly did it barefooted with his cut-off jean shorts and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
That's the way to go. If you're out here in lace-up shoes and like a collared shirt doing it, you're not really in it for the love. You're not in it for the love of the game right there.
I made some choices in my younger days, but pawpaw too, you can't eat the skin or the seed, Sherry says, because it'll give you diarrhea. So that's just a quick public service announcement for everyone who is thinking about trying pawpaws.
You just wanted to say that word, and that's gross.
I just wanted everyone to know that is the thing that Sherry wanted us to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
But this episode also brought to you by the pedicab industry, because every chef had their own freaking pedicab.
Stop saying pedicab.
It's a fun phrase. Rolls off the tongue.
They get to the Swamp Rabbit Cafe and Grocery, a local market. They're getting some local flavors from everybody. Looking for simple things at first, like cool local stuff, produce.
Mm-hmm.
They're wary of keeping it a little versatile. Everybody's like, there's other shit coming.
Yeah.
Something else is going to happen to us.
The idea is to get something that they could make sweet and spicy and savory. And that's a real calculation for 20 minutes and $50, which Sherry, too. We get a lot of Sherry this episode, which had me worried. I was like, ooh, I'm worried.
You're just going to get more of everybody then now.
Yeah, but there was a lot of Sherry. And so
there was.
It could have gone either way.
Which I like.
These early moments of the show could have gone either way, but she's got a real expensive taste. And so she was struggling to find what she could buy for $50.
Turns out I think she is a Housewives fan. We talked about it after their conversation last week.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody on Instagram asked her who her favorite was, and she's like, people would kick me out if I didn't say New York. So she had to go there.
That's the least. Sherry, call me. I can tell you, please.
I didn't mean to upset you like
that.
No,
I feel upset that Sherry's favorite franchise is New York. That makes me feel like she doesn't really watch Housewives. But anyway, I digress.
Lawrence is finding some scuppernons for Seeger. Little inside jokes we're privy to now, too.
Yeah, I can tell by the way they tease him, the tenor of the teasing and the tone, that they just don't care for him. They just don't care
I don't think so. I think that's just you.
No, I mean, you can tell they're teasing him in a way that it's just whatever. But whenever Sherry says, it sounds, she's like, I have a really good feeling. I was like, oh no, I have a really bad feeling about it. But
Yeah, there's a free bread deal, so it's bread
Yeah,
for everyone.
everybody's got bread.
This basically becomes the challenge. As soon as they're like, there's free bread, that's it. This kind of like focaccia bread. Yeah. They're heading back. Sherry's feeling good, like you say.
Mm-hmm.
In the park, we find out the fans give them 30 minutes.
The quote, fans.
Right.
Yeah. The fans have elected to give them 30 minutes instead of 15 or 20, which that really, like, I know what I would have voted for if I was a fan. I would have voted for 100% 15 minutes. Just to, amp up the stakes, amp up the drama a little.
It's rotten. Give them time. Let me do something. What are you going to do in 15 minutes?
Exactly. Literally, exactly. Top Chef. But as we know, it was probably some production assistant back there making up these choices. But
old George again.
Yeah. So even though they only have 30 minutes and they're out there in the heat and they're still having to narrate to each other what they're doing. And it's like, what if they changed it to where they only had to mutter to themselves a little bit? They didn't have to like shout out to each other. They could just sort of, like, oh, I'm chopping this up.
I think it lets them yell out stuff, like maybe they get a little aggression out that way because they're just grabbing equipment from a speed rack in the middle of a field that I've walked on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on that area with a dog. There's no need for that. There's no good places elsewhere. We've been to 2 kitchens in Greenville, South Carolina. We're like, we're done. Yeah. That's it.
You can back it up to the sidewalk at least.
I mean,
right? So it's not a wobble on the grass. But yeah, no, they are out there.
Just a wall and some fans at least.
And a tiny little, looks like a portable ice cream cart that they're having to like balance on. It was a real cramped situation. And they just, that on top of this wackadoodle gimmicky crap that they're having to do, this is one of the most ridiculous quick fires.
I'm worried at first. It ends up okay, but Seeger's talking like, all right, I got my sardines, my peaches, and my going salad. Sardines. I was like, how quick? Like immediately you got to sardines?
Jonathan did too.
I know.
Because Jonathan was doing sardines. But I think Seeger must have banded it later, but like TBD on that.
Then it's first surprise. Stop cooking in the park. We've got a surprise for you.
This is so whack.
The 3 choices that the fans had: make your item a sandwich,
which would have been great,
which is funny,
right? Because
for this challenge,
they got free bread. Could have done that.
Take over to the station to your right, or introduce a foam element. Like
because they have foam equipment on these little carts.
I will just say the main thing I'm upset about it. It's Top Chef, yes. None of this happens as a chef. This doesn't. At 5:00, they don't go, just kidding, guys. We're doing sandwiches tonight. Yeah.
Table 10 ordered so-and-so, but no, they want it in a foam edition now.
Everyone throw everything you're doing away.
Yes, everybody stop. But I don't know if the Top Chef experience is meant to mimic an organic experience because every chef that we've talked to, right, we've said, hey, is this a good representation of who you are as a chef? And they've all said resoundingly, no, absolutely.
But you've seen the episodes where they do just let them cook and, nice food in a nice place. And where it ends up, especially by the time we get to the finale and they're cooking the meals of their life, like they are just giving them all the good tools in the place. And it's very entertaining. I mean,
that first and foremost, I got to keep our eyeballs on it too. But this just made
being in grass doesn't make me more entertained.
Well, this made me just feel sorry for them, and I kind of wanted to look away at some of them, especially.
Like, can we take our knives?
Yeah,
take your knife. Kristen's like, yeah, take your knife, buddy. Like,
I mean,
your safety knife.
Really, and I mean, they're all like, damn it, Sherry for real takes it hard because, as we see, she's one of the only ones that didn't do a damn crostini.
Yeah.
And she kind of just like, as she puts it, it was stolen from her.
Yeah.
Her tostada was stolen.
She also kind of finds a mess where she ends up also.
Yeah. And at least, I will say this, they did get to ask each other and brief each other on what they were doing. Because otherwise it would have been really hard to jump in and kind of suss out what direction. So at least they did that.
Yeah. Rhoda found Sherry's plan and it's a killer one.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just flying right through that.
Rhoda was real happy that she had to make a switch with Sherry.
Lawrence seemed pretty comfortable over there. Seeger, he has issues.
Yeah.
He's got directions for Jonathan too. Like, dude, if yours is so problematic, just get to work on what you need to do.
Yeah, but I wonder how much time had elapsed. Did
You're
we
not
know?
manning 3 stations over here.
How much time had elapsed between when they started and then this third surprise
I think about
happened?
10 minutes, probably.
Okay, so that's a really short pivot time.
Yeah.
So I get it, but Seeger not happy,
No.
not happy at all. He's
Yeah.
he's pitching a bit of a fit.
I've
here.
got a news flash for you also, Sundi.
Yeah.
The women are both calmer and better prepared
Huh.
when it comes to this on the fly problem.
Imagine that.
Solving.
Yeah, I know. Women are just notoriously way more emotional and dysregulated.
They are more supportive of each other and more constructive in their feedback.
There you
I
go.
would say I got everything I learned. I got from watching Quickfires on Top Chef.
Shocker.
They are over this by the end of it, though.
Yeah.
Sherry's even asking for the kid judges to come back.
Yes.
She made it's like, can we bring the kids back? I was like, oh, wow.
This sucks. I know. And the first 2 that go, I mean, truly, for the untrained eye, such as I possess, so many of these look exactly the same. They look exactly,
Yes.
and then they obviously had different taste profiles, but they all look the same except for Rhoda's, which was really Sherry's. And I mean, it just. It was hard to differentiate.
Yeah,
you didn't have to use the free bread. That bears mentioning. They didn't have to use the free bread. They just happened to have it. So nobody was twisting their arm. It wasn't brought to you by the Stecca Bread Company.
They just got shown it so many times, and then everyone saw it on at least one table, and they all got fixated on bread, I think. Well, the $50 makes it you give somebody a free piece of bread, it feels like you just gave them $10 to play with.
We couldn't have had a crouton here, or maybe like a mashed up, rolled up something or another.
Well, at first, I guess Seeger was talking croutons or something for his panzanella.
He had to abandon that pretty quick. But
they all find a way to the plate, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And when they go to get judged, I want y'all to know that the judges are under shade. And these chefs are just standing out there cooking in the heat. I mean, some of them even have their hands shielding their eyes, trying to see.
Oh, did you go to the Tom Sandoval School of Modeling?
Yes, they're just like trying to just any relief they can find from the cooking, unrelenting heat that we know is late summer in Greenville.
Remember, this is what they've won for coming so far. Also,
that's right. This is their reward for being good.
And since we only have a few people now, we really do get to talk about all the dishes a little more. Lawrence is up first. Crostini with peach and raisin relish, pickled peaches, arugula, and a yogurt sauce. The Try guy likes it.
Yeah.
That guy likes it.
You know where he wanted to take it, don't you?
I didn't catch it. Wells Fargo. Anthony's up next with a crostini with arugula, roasted peaches, pickled peaches, whipped feta, and toasted almonds.
These looked exactly the same.
These were very similar. Rhoda.
Okay.
Got a peach and burrata tostada, not a crostini.
That's right. Well, I mean, because she got that gift from Sherry.
But it did sound great. This was with the corn relish, chipotle aioli, and this one apparently did make them want to go to
the
Chowtown.
The Chowtown.
That's right.
He said something. It was like, there was Chowtown, and they kept saying Chow Pow. There was like 2 phrases.
Chowville or something.
Yeah, something that they were back and forth between. But I guess that's their
I'm not a try head. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not in there. I'm not in their crew.
Okay.
I'm not in the Tri Nation.
Tri Nation.
Sherry's got the gochujang marinated peaches.
Crostini.
Burrata cheese. Marinated tomatoes and a fresh basil pesto.
Sure, yum.
This does look very pretty though.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan, heirloom tomatoes, peaches, sardines. And a green harissa.
Are peaches and sardines a duo you have seen before?
2 things I like, 1 thing I don't need a combination of.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Kind of word. Okay. Because I was surprised by fish and lentils last week, but you said that's a common thing. But peaches and sardines, not a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. And Seeger up here, under duress, to say the least.
Yeah. He's a bit of a crybaby. He even got a womp womp from Kristen.
Well, he's got a crostini.
Yeah, crostini. He didn't want to do bread.
Which he did. He was going to do panzanella, which has bread in it. I mean, so he absolutely did want to do bread. Well, you're a lying liar.
You're a lying liar, Seeger.
We're just skipping over the rest of Seegers, we'll just say.
I mean, it was Christini. That's what he did. It was peaches.
There you go.
Yeah. So this one they let the judges announce the least favorites. Usually they don't do that.
Yeah,
right?
they'll flip them up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to do that though. That would be in my rider. I would be like, I only get to announce the winners.
If you're the guest.
Yes. I know.
When we get to guest on there.
That's right. And like, tell the losers, don't make eye contact with me when it happens because I don't need that sadness in my life. I can't be responsible for that. It's too much.
Well, here first we get Jonathan, Anthony, and Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Not so great. Better news for Lawrence, who's being real cute with his boy, Anthony. Rhoda, they were talking about the well-intentioned stuff. I hear all the elements of it, feeling those. And Seeger, great size, great flavor.
Well, when they were criticizing Sherry's, they were like, Sherry, what is that bitter element? Jonathan just calls over while he's snacking. You point this out.
Yeah.
You gotta see arugula, chomp, 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 chomp. Like,
There's also basil. Just eating on that.
Yeah.
Just having a snack.
I mean, just relax as can be.
It's not even from the peaches. It's probably a snow cone guy went by because they're just in this active part.
Meanwhile, Sherry's fighting for her life in front of the judges, and he's just like snacking on his, midday.
Rhoda wins.
Rhoda wins. Is Rhoda back?
Which means, sorry, Sherry. We were going to give you $10,000, but
yeah, she
Rhoda won it in your place. So Wells Fargo, you owe Sherry.
That's right.
$10,000, I say.
But, she's obviously bitter for sure. And Sherry sort of takes this on too, because, for the last few episodes, they've been building this narrative arc that she's feeling sort of very kind of robbed and she's not able to, she's not getting good feedback or not. So this right here just like deposits in her like bitter bank. And so that will come to fruition in a little bit, but she's just like, and then Rhoda's like, well, I mean, I owe Sherry. Maybe. I'm like, okay, just whatever.
Actually, I think the Try Guys need to give her $10,000 for trying to take me to Chowtown a couple times.
You said it again.
I just went all the way through North Carolina. I didn't see that exit off the train one
trademark
time.
pending. What are we about to do to this under this challenge, Deb? What are we about? We're about to hop into this elimination challenge because...
Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, because rabbit. Get it, rabbit.
It's a rabbit challenge, and we're going to hop to it. That's right.
And at this point, we had to pause when they were telling us about the Swamp Rabbit Trail and the Michelin North America and all, and like who the judges were. We had to kind of stop and get a collective get together.
They could have just said, like, we're going to have a Michelin star chef come in.
Right.
So at a Michelin star restaurant. So make that type of food.
So here's how it goes.
Oh, no.
So Swamp Rabbit Trail, which is home to renowned cycling and cyclists, but also people who ride bicycles have tires, and tires were eventually essentially made by the Michelin people at first, but now Michelin is a food industry situation, and now you're going to be in a restaurant that is a Michelin star restaurant, and we're going to have a cyclist as one of our judges.
Greenville has paid Top Chef and has paid Michelin to come to their town, and that's all we need to know.
Yes.
But don't get JB on his BS.
That's right. JB, he has something scratched out. He was going to be scathing about this, and he decided, no, not today, JB. Not today.
We're going to get back to the Whole Foods for $400 in only 30 minutes of time. Yeah. Lawrence had a little bonus. He gets $500 to go spend. We're going to serve in a restaurant, Topsoil.
They get 3 hours to cook.
Yeah.
And mystery diners are part of the, here.
Yeah, it's 30 people total. We've got a dining room full of diners, and there's some of those are secretly judging the dishes.
Yeah.
We're also going to get, in addition to the executive chef of Topsoil, Nikki Nakayama.
Yeah.
2-star Michelin chef.
Oh, okay, fancy.
Yeah. Specializes in Japanese, like kaseki dining. Like you said, 3 hours of prep, 30 people, and Sherry's real pissed.
Yes, they need the 3 hours too because they're going to have to like dress and debone and all that kind of stuff. They're rabbit.
Yeah.
So that is part of the 3 hours.
But the prepping of the food is involved in the prep.
Yes, but many of the chefs are kind of related. Like Lawrence has never worked with rabbit, he said before. Jonathan's
they're little.
Right, but that feels very intimidating. Be like, oh, I've never ever deboned this particular animal, and I'm not familiar with its anatomy, so let me just get right in there. And if somebody finds a bone, that's it, I'm out. So no pressure there at all. And steaks, 0, fine. It's a lot. Sherry, but I'm sorry I cut you off about her because it bears mentioning that she's on one.
She's on one.
Yeah.
And she wants to be, and there's no backing down. Jonathan tries to like come in and joke.
Oh my God.
But old Garny Poo needs to back away real quick.
He doesn't need
She ain't having it.
Sherry's coming for vengeance and blood, and nobody needs you to lighten the mood. Don't tell me what to do with my mood, sir.
The producers lighten the mood. They're like, you want to see some cute pictures of Anthony when he's a little kid? You don't want to see this woman in a rage and Whole Foods.
But they also gave the music too, where it was like, like that, whatever. She's like, please just get away from me. And he laughed it off, but like, don't tell her what to do with her mood. Back off.
No.
Might as well
Everything
say,
in his bathing suit area went back into his body.
He might as well have just said, why don't you just smile more, Sherry?
Yes.
Like, you should just smile.
Show me a smile.
Show me a smile. You're so much prettier when you smile.
Just pat her on the ass when he goes to
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, speaking of Anthony, though, he really is going full Bugs Bunny as he starts choosing ingredients.
Yeah. I mean, it is a classic pairing. It is good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Seeger's grabbing bacon, not call fat, so he's wrapping something.
Yeah,
I know that.
He's wrapping it, as one should, for safety.
Lawrence admitting to not having had a Michelin experience.
Look, I made a list of all the things that Lawrence has working against him because he mentioned them throughout. Number 1, he's never made rabbit. Number 2, he's never cooked in a Michelin-star restaurant. Number 3, he did not go to culinary school. Number 4, he did not start professionally in this area until he was 27, and he's only 38 now.
He's about to leave. He's about to just walk out of the store. He's like, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Fuck this shit.
How did I win a couple of... Y'all let me win a couple of these?
But all of that to speak to, like, he is really kind of one of the front runners in this particular. Yeah, like, so, I mean, but I just made a list because he made the list. I didn't want him to think I'm negating his activity. No offense, Lawrence.
List you've been keeping track of the whole season.
That's right. No offense, Lawrence.
You just pulled out a separate notebook.
You're the underdog here. You're the underdog.
On the opposite side of things, Sherry is going for that Michelin-worthy dish because, like, she knows the experience. She's being very defensive of it. We saw that early on in the season.
She's only worked in a Michelin-starred kitchen.
She's got her back up in a big way.
Yes, and she's making mofongo, which I have had that, but I didn't know what it was called. Sometimes Carla's mom will make us dishes, but she won't call it what it is, and so it's like, oh, we're just having like, mashed plantains or whatever. And so I think that I've had this before. It was delicious, but what do I know?
More brag.
Yes, I'm very, very braggy about my Puerto Rican wife. Of course I should be.
We have a little afternoon drinks in Greenville. This is fun. Get a little chill time with everybody.
Yep.
Lawrence has even had a couple rabbits. We have people that are year of the rabbit. Just lots of rabbit talk.
Yeah, Seeker was born in the year of the rabbit. Do you know what year you were born?
Horse.
Oh, me too. We were born in the same year.
That's right.
This year right here is a fire horse year.
Yeah.
So this is a big year for us. No pressure for us to perform and live up to the fire horse, but shout out.
The mood's pretty serious, though, for all the rabbit talk. I mean, 3 hours is not a lot of time to prep, and it's really getting around to it. I mean, it's getting down to it, as I often say, as we whittle it, to smaller and smaller numbers. And also often I say, let's take a break real quick, and after that, we'll continue on. All right, it's morning in Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
Sherry having her morning kind of centering herself.
Yeah, she's got to get her mind
clearing
right.
her mind.
Mm-hmm.
She's feeling good. She's going in more positive than when she left the day before.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Which is good because she gets her choice cook spot in the fucking heat.
That's everybody's.
Sherry and Lawrence are out there too.
I think they got to pick, though. I think a couple of them walked in. Rhoda, sure enough, walked in, was like, look at all these people in here. Like, I'm more than happy to be outside.
We didn't see them get to pick, but I know Sherry wanted to be outside, but damn, I don't want to be outside with the flies and the heat. I know. I don't want it.
Well, also, poor PAs, we talk about them, but like when they walk into Topsoil, sure, it's a brand new kitchen, but like, obviously people have been there, set up their cutting board, set up their special olive oil all around.
Uh-huh.
Garza olive oil, y'all give us a shout.
Turn it to the camera.
And they've got to do this. They were just in a park, then they had to come do this in a kitchen somewhere else. And they're like, "Don't we have a studio?
I mean,
and we're out here doing."
And they're probably also off to the side saying, "Hey, Sherry, make sure you ask Jonathan what he's going to do. Lawrence, make sure you tell us how you learned how to do this."
That's your favorite.
And it just seems like it's so distracting. But like, hey, Lawrence, how'd you learn to do that? Like the velvet.
Lawrence learning is what he's doing on the fly here. Yeah, he's going dumpling, so he's got his meat chopping real fine, and he doesn't want to mess with the hoppers, as he calls the.
Yeah, that's the technical term.
The hoppers.
And I think it's upsetting that he just makes it so cute because, we're just coming off of Easter here. So we're just out here eating the Easter bunny.
Yeah, I used to work for a chef that would do a rabbit special every Easter weekend.
Wow.
It was usually not popular.
I was going to say.
We continued to do it. It was
wow.
Anthony's going with it a couple different ways. I think it's great. If you want a good chef story, maybe we'll come up with this on our Rex on the mini or something. Thomas Keller, very famous American chef, has some great rabbit stories of when he was coming up and how he made himself work with rabbit. So look into that.
Okay.
There's a little mid-up rec for you right there.
My dad, Bubba, has a couple of rabbit stories. And when he ran away from the home, this was not the home, his home. My dad was not in a home, but it's just got a real Tom Sawyer vibe where him and his friends were just like, "Oh, in my John boat, we're going to sail down," and they had to, eat squirrel and rabbit and stuff. So when Anthony says that a lot of people in America do not perceive rabbit as fine dining, especially in the South, that's a thing. Like Bubba's sitting around the campfire when he's 15 years old.
Right.
Eating a rabbit that he's caught in the woods. So there's a real stigma attached to it in some areas, in some circles.
Yeah. People be eating rabbit. It's all over.
Yeah.
Jonathan ready to show off some of his techniques as it gets, like I said, as it keeps getting whittling down. He seasoned his rabbit, which looks like he just seasoned his rabbit. I mean, they were showing him season it, went around the kitchen, came back to him, and it looks like he's still salting it. Maybe this will come up again.
Yeah. So Seeger is what you call it, like a roulade.
Yeah.
Right. So it looks like a turducken, and I told you I was workshopping turducken jokes about. You can see in my notes where
I don't know if I do want to see.
Is a rabork or poor rabbit, a poor rabbit? Because turducken is like a turkey inside a chicken, inside a duck, or whatever. So
turkey and a duck and a chicken.
That's right, turkey and a duck and a chicken. And so this could be like a rabbit rapport. There's a joke in there somewhere. I have not
Michael
all the way
Rabbit Pork.
Yeah, I'm not all the way there yet.
Oh, I thought you would like that one.
I don't get it.
It's like Michael Rappaport,
except
it's rabbit pork.
That's not in the vein of this joke.
It's he's Bravo adjacent.
Yes, I know, but I'm trying to combine the names like turducken. We're moving on. We're in a rabbit hole.
We didn't need to get into it.
I know, but I just wanted y'all to know. Or if you want to...
let us know any other wordplay you haven't finished up before we get here. Just let us know any other half workshopped.
Or go ahead and workshop it and then send it to us, unlike me workshopping on air. So this is when Tom and Chef Nikki go outside. Right?
Yes, they're outside, about to come in.
Yikes.
Talking about what they're looking for, what chef is going to accentuate the flavor of the rabbit the most, who's bringing out the different things.
Oh, he stops for a minute to give Anthony a little shit about how he was a shitty student because he overcooked some stuff in culinary school.
Didn't get an A. And Tom's like, well, it sounds like he's right. He already didn't get his A.
Well, also, too, he's already out. It's fine. He already has his whole career. Who gives a shit if he didn't get an A on an overcooked rabbit in 1999 or whatever?
This is what remember I told you he does this. When the big chefs come in, here this lady, she comes in, she's got 2 Michelin stars. Right away.
He's flexing.
Beating up on the,
I see you,
we don't need the security guard beating up on the prisoners
really, I see you, Tom. Let this man cook.
And he's got him, he's all over the place.
And then he even says, to make it be over, he just says, checkmate. He just wants it to be over. He's like, please, keep it moving, Tom.
Exactly.
And then we go outside. That's I said that. Rhoda going hearty, because nothing says hearty like 100% humidity and 102 degrees. That's what I want. I really want a hearty meal. for sure.
Well, the folks eating it aren't going to be outside.
enough,
They're going to be in the nice, cool AC.
Just for her to even think of a hearty meal when she's out there sweating her nuts off is...
Well, we pointed out this is a soup-heavy crew, so I mean,
it is a soup-heavy crew.
Braised meat is nothing to these folks right here.
Yes, you were right about that. These folks love a stew and a soup. I couldn't get it out.
Tom points out, of course, that jerk isn't often a braised dish.
Mistake.
And Sherry hates that. Now, he does say, it's not necessarily braised, so it just happens to hit her. We know she's already kind of on one. I mean, it isn't always, sure, but, he is being prickly when he says it, though.
And she's excited about this concept at first. Like, she's excited to tell him.
She does say visibly excited inside, I think.
And then when he kind of needles her a little bit and he walks away, you can just see her deflate. And then she gets mad. I mean, it's good. God, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Here, Rhoda, eat this. Eat it.
She's like, yeah, it's fine. It's good.
It took Rhoda a long time, too. Maybe she was like,
I think she didn't want to say anything
deciding how to do it. But she was like, yeah, hell yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I'm like, okay, girl. And then she immediately apologized after.
Well, we see a couple more. We see Jonathan messing with some of his stuff. We see Anthony testing his wonton, which is great. And then it goes back to Sherry, and she's had her Snickers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
She has had her Snickers and has calmed down, but she's confident. Now she's confident and proud.
Yeah.
Also, Snickers, reach on out. That's a free ad right there.
That's right. We just gave it to you for free.
She's satisfied. Rhoda, and I love this. I mean, you probably saw it and thought it would make me happy. She's talking about her dueling beans, which, first off, I do not care. This has been a thing on Top Chef. It a lot of times does not go well. And she's already talking about well, I'll just leave these off if it's not working out. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Paying attention. This is great.
Yeah, for sure. Then we get our slow-mo Top Chef Avengers sidling up.
What did I ask you about this?
Jeff has a question, everyone.
Well, just their formal look. I was wondering what you thought of it. We had a real put-together crew here.
I don't understand how Kristen's clothes don't just slide right off of her, though, because she's got a sheen about her.
I think at the very top, I think it's real tight.
Yeah, for sure. And then Gail has got a real busty dress on.
Yeah, a busty dress?
Well, the dress is highlighting her busty décolletage.
So would a paper say.
Yeah, so sure. Also, too, the cameraman noticed it as well because we got a lot of overhead aerial shots.
Like I told you, this is season 23. They're not new to navigating around that.
I'm just saying this is the first season I've watched, and this is the first episode that I've seen where they were just here. It was almost like an upskirt, but it was like a down cleave. So, good for you, the cameraman. But Tom feels a little more casual than everybody else. He's just kind of maybe he is dressing for the heat.
He's just over it.
Yeah. Oh, and the cyclist, though.
He's sad. There's no Last Chance Kitchen anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
At first he was excited. Now he's kind of
he got nothing to do.
That was my thing.
He's hanging around fishing all day.
Somebody's coming in all shitty to people you probably sucked in culinary school too. Jesus.
Yeah, if it's over, it's over.
Give this man his own show, I guess, if he's going to be.
And then the cyclist, too, we're going to hear more from him because he had some words to say in a little bit. But the more the camera focuses in on Sherry being so proud and just being like, oh, this is it. This is my time. The more worried I get.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what are that to do a bait and switch on me here? Because either she was going to win or she was going to pack her knives and go. Yeah. So I was like, okay, Top Chef, what are you doing here?
We've seen Seeger right before they came in. The judges getting a nice sizzle on his little roulade he's got. Now he's doing a little foile, covering that, taking the temp.
His turducken.
It's a pork roulade.
Yes. Yeah. His Michael Rappaport.
Turducken minus turduck and the N.
Yeah. His Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport is what he's working on. Thank you, everyone.
That is a good one. That was on the fly, too, y'all. We did not work on that before, so.
So the judges, we go next. This one's weird because, Seeger presented, then Sherry presented, then they talked about Sherry's, and then they talked about Seeger's.
Because they loved Sherry's.
Yeah, I know. They had to get to it hey, we forgot to talk about that other dude.
She was like, ha, take that braised jerk. I got you.
You're the jerk.
You're the jerk.
So Sherry's is jerk braised rabbit, the yucca, plantain mofongo, avocado crema. She's repping her Latin background as she says, people are loving the flavors, the textures, the first mystery guest. And do we need the guest to be a mystery to us also?
Well, I was sort of thinking about this too. And maybe because Michelin is so heavily bought in to this episode and this gimmick, maybe they're actual Michelin stars, or maybe they're trying to maintain.
Do you think they call the reviewers of Michelin stars also?
I mean, yeah, I don't
Instead
know.
of like representative?
Yeah, whatever. Maybe they're sending their Michelin star
Meet our
reps
stars.
in. Yeah, whatever. I mean, maybe they have the best ones, but maybe they want to maintain their anonymity.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe they're just like, this is how we're going to do it because I don't know.
And then one lady's like, it had a strong flavor. I was like, oh, that's not.
I
Yeah.
know. One was like, I mean, doesn't it seem like it's kind of been done before? I was like, ooh, burn.
Seeger had the rabbit roulade with the rabbit and awful farce, the braised endive, hazelnut and cauliflower puree. I saw him toasting those hazelnuts earlier. This looks so good.
Yeah.
People called it memorable. Your cyclist.
Mhm.
Michelin-starred dish is what we're hearing a couple times.
See, my cyclist?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take him.
Yeah, you
I
will.
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Send
Don't
him
worry.
on.
He's going to be on the rabbit trail.
Yeah.
They're just loving it. Mystery diners seem like they're liking it also. So
What if they had changed their voice? Like they distorted their voice.
I thought the rabbit really came out through it, paired well with the cauliflower.
But they blurred. They had like a big blur.
Yeah.
Pixelated.
Mr. Diner X enjoyed it.
Oh, I think that the burger was really good.
It's a great start. This is good news for everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I get excited. I'm like, all right, because that keeps the judges in a good mood.
What's not good news, though, is Lawrence back here
No.
falling slap the fuck apart.
I've never seen him look this worried.
No,
Yeah.
and too, on a dish that he's made many, many times that he bragged about his grandmother's 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 grandmother taught him how to do this. And it's like, ooh, sir.
Yeah.
The skin's not sticking. He's having to apparently these are served upside down or something.
Yeah, you can usually see the stuffing in them
Yeah.
from the top.
So his Sumai, is that right? Sumai.
Yeah.
He's really regretting not making the wrappers here.
Yeah, they said, I don't know, the meat was like awkward in it.
Ugh.
People are noticing the presentation for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I'll just say, it's definitely just not 100% working.
Yeah.
It seems like they said the seasoning was good, so there's some good elements to it, but yeah, it's just off.
Yeah, and which is sort of, I think this is going to be rattling for him. I think this challenge rattled him for all of the reasons I mentioned before.
Yeah.
And then now this negative feedback that he's about to get, I think this is going to be, I hope he doesn't get the yips.
Been riding high, so maybe this
Yeah.
one that takes him down a little, he bounces back.
won
We'll see.
many things. So
Jonathan next with his good old two-way rabbit,
Yeah.
croquettes, and butternut squash puree.
he loves an accessory, doesn't he?
Oh, when he's pouring up the little
I mean,
silver cups, I'm like, yeah,
I
you
wonder if,
got to
when
do
he
a
got
little
out there,
table side.
be like, hello, everyone. You should pour the cup into
Absolutely,
the thing.
he did.
And I mean, even after we've already agreed,
Tom's about to flip the table on him.
stop giving instructions. I know how to eat.
Few folks are saying it. Two very different dishes that are actually on the one plate, so just focus on one of those. So
Somebody says it's not that interesting.
yeah, the second course, not so great. So that puts us even going into the last two. Anthony with his copious amounts of butter going on.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony with his very, very gimmicky Bugs Bunny themed plate is
A lot of cool sounding elements. I mean, overall, braised rabbit legs and thighs, carrot ginger puree, rabbit loin. He's got like the egg roll thing, the carrot top salsa verde, which looked like a beautiful bright green sauce, and then his rabbit jus and the carrot on carrot.
carrot.
A series of canapes. Like, that gets cold. That's not great.
I mean, and Sherry says later that maybe he should have just pushed them together
Yeah.
to kind of force her to eat in the way he wanted. But I think that he was kind of, I mean, what really got me was that Kristen was like, God, it was so dry. I needed water.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Ugh,
know.
I don't want to hear that. That's not what you want.
There were so many things I just was like, many missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Because, it was in the way it was plated. It was in the way something was cooked. It was in the way it was seasoned. Like, all around, there's a little something that misses
Mhm.
on all of it. Rhoda with the roasted rabbit loin with rabbit sausage and pea stew.
Love a stew in the heat.
Good decision on the beans, though. Beans and stew together
I know.
for you.
Love
That's good.
it. Woo. Yeah, I bet Gail was really regretting it in that tight ass dress. She was like, "Oh my God, get me out of this. My Spanx are killing me."
Tasters are calling it comforty.
Yeah.
That's good. So, like, people like it.
People like her stuff.
It's all right.
Yeah, people like her stuff.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Tom, not happy about the whole thing, I don't think.
I mean, what is Tom like at a party?
I think he's upset also that it's not up to him. Like, he just remembered it's up to the diners, and he's like, I don't have fucking last chance kitchen. I don't get to decide who wins. There's a chef here, and that guy checkmated me to my face.
I know.
I was fishing the other day. I should just be out fishing right now.
And the cyclist has opinions? Like, shut it down.
You think we brought you on here for opinions? No.
Well, the chefs are just, they're feeling confident, though. Like, they're just like, okay, you know.
No, I mean, Sherry's still overthinking things, like always. Like, what I could have done is this. What I could have done, should have done this.
Yeah, but I mean, they're standing by.
I think that's her normal way.
Their
and I can relate.
Choices.
I can relate. I mean, I think I get it. Like, she's kind of smiling, but like, also I could have done that.
Faking it to make it.
She's just trying at this point. I think this far in, yeah.
So, is this where they announced the favorites?
Well, they're bringing them to judges' table, and you know, Gail's like, any relief? It's not us who was deciding. I would have to yell like, no. I've been watching the show for 20 years. Like, I know how you taste things. I've been like, they're at the store sometimes going, oh, Gail likes this such and such. Oh, I don't want you to do this because Tom did it. Like, are you? No, I would hope it's some stranger off the street who we've never heard before. What are their qualifications for doing this?
Pick the plate that they get in front of them, right? At least you get to plate the choice select, you know.
I've watched you taste things 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Go see what this guy, you know, that delivers Coke to the restaurant. Let's see what he thinks about it.
I like to believe it's actually the Michelin-starred diners.
Well, there's both in there.
Yeah.
Some are guests and some are...
Yeah, well, the Coke delivery guy didn't get a vote, though. He's just there to eat. So who cares if his is shitty? Who cares if his miso is over?
I like a dumpling upside down.
I mean, a dumpling's a dumpling. Okay, a dumpling's a dumpling. But
yeah, here they are with what you're saying. Like, you had our fave and the diner's favorite.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, so this is probably Tom just trying to get his in there, right? He just wanted to make sure.
Like, we also decided.
Yes, it was. We liked it too. It was a consensus. We enjoyed it too. But essentially, the mystery diner's fave was the winner, and it was Sherry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sherry wins. A little validation for her just in time. Like,
yes, thank God.
We're really going down. They had great things to say about them both, though.
The producers were probably like, y'all better give this woman a win or we're going to have a real situation.
Like, if Seeger wins this before she's won something, it's going to be rough.
She's going to burn it down. So y'all throw her food's good. Please give her the win.
But Kristen, Chef Nikki, Tom, nothing but great compliments for Seegers. Across the board, he nailed it. But Sherry, I like her, you know, the way she talked about it, you know, representing her cooking and culture in the fine dining restaurant.
And how she doesn't want to have to ask permission to rep her culture. So now this sort of like legitimizes that. Because she even mentioned earlier that like the mofongo is not something that you would consider like really fine dining. She was going to refine it. So I really like that tactic that she took. And she's probably been waiting all season to say this shit at judges table.
Yeah, she's just never had it. She's been saying it to us all the time.
Like, she was like, this is it. I'm about to tell them.
This is my culture in an elevated way. All right, I got to say it.
Exactly. You know?
Yes. She even complimented the challenge. Like, this is a great challenge to bring that out of people. I was like, nice touch. I don't know if anyone has ever said.
She wanted to thank the Academy. It's been an honor to be nominated so many times.
She forgets it and thinks that's the end of the season, and it's like $250,000. Yes. And they're like,
that's right.
Honey, there's
not yet
3 episodes
not yet.
left. So.
Calm it down. Not yet. They got some good words for Seegers too, though, right? Like, his was classic, but not dated.
It was all good for him.
Tom gives this man a freaking compliment, like stacked on top of each other. Like, I just feel like I really have a better understanding of who you are, Seeger.
Which could be the kiss of death also. Tom just said like, well, now I know who you are as a chef. Like, well, we don't need to see you anymore.
Well, I don't
Sorry,
know,
dude.
like, he makes a joke because, listen, also, stop making jokes at judge's table. It doesn't land like
I
you
don't
want
even
it to.
think that's a joke. I think like it's somebody else. If it was somebody else, it would be them. He's just.
I know he's like, well, did the cameras get it? Like, this is not the time for your type 5. Save your stand up for when you go back to
Seegers,
the Seeger. Yeah, when he's like, did the cameras get that, everyone? No, don't do your routine.
Well, Tom even came back to that. Thanks for bringing it up. Now I have to talk about something else that I realized. Because he's like, well, I'm sure most of them did. Like, no, dude, all the cameras got it.
I know.
No, there's no, like, he's got to have that last.
That's what I'm
bit.
saying. And I think that's what happens whenever, like, they secreted it last week with Gail, who she didn't even, like, retaliate. She didn't even have, like, a retort. She just stood there and gave him stank face. It doesn't land.
She said, sassy.
It doesn't.
She did
land.
say something.
And so just stand there and just like take it, okay? But Sherry is so happy.
Yeah, and you know why? Because guess what she won?
What?
Oh, we don't know. We'll tell you next week. A secret fucking advantage again. Why are we doing this?
That was not even a bit we planned. I really was like, I don't know what. I don't have it in my notes.
Like, what a validation just in time. And you'll find out what you win after this hard fought battle next time to see if it really matters or
you
not.
Won't. But she wanted to prove a point and she did it.
She also wanted to go home with more money than she came in with. And that winning finally did not give her that. I was like, can you just give her $500?
If her tostada hadn't been stolen from her, she would have won that $10,000 Top Chef.
Try, guys. This is on you.
I know. Poor Sherry is really just like taking the brunt of all the punishment here. But
too bad we're having so much fun right now.
Yeah.
Because we've got to get to.
We got some sad news.
Jonathan and Anthony of the least two favorites. Anthony, let's see. I'll say they thought the components didn't really add up to a whole dish and dry rabbit.
Dry rabbit.
Yep. Jonathan, like we said, over seasoned. The braised meat was too salty.
And he's got questions for the judges when they say, oh, it was too salty. Was it too salty at the finish? And what, clarify. No, that's not what we do here. Just stand there and be like, okay, got it, heard. Don't interact with these critiques.
So I was writing this question. I was like, do the techniques like shine better for Anthony or Jonathan? And right then one of the judges goes, Anthony's had zero flavor. I was like, well, okay.
There you go. Technique, schmechnique.
And then they have, about Jonathan's croquette being so big, but it's definitely better than Anthony's roll. Like, what? There's lots of deliberating on these. So what do you think?
I mean, so this is not
what do you think?
This is not an off-color joke, right? But Gil, they were so preoccupied with how big it was. I'm telling you, that's not a joke about it. I'm just saying that felt like one of the least things that should be factoring into it, right? Like, it just...
I think it must have led to it eating weird, and maybe they just didn't have a good
and then
shot of that on camera or something.
Yeah, maybe it was salty because what they were saying about it was just it's proportions, and so I was like, okay, but for what they were saying about these two things, it did take them a long time to come around to it, right? Like they were kind of conflicted a little.
Well, I mean, I think both of them, they're both so far under the other four that you really have to go back and forth a lot with them. Like, who's got to go home at this point? It's a big, big call. Both were more like collections of flavors, not cohesive. But Anthony, sweet, nerdy Anthony,
this
has to pack his knives and go. And he's sad, and so am I, really.
This felt really like we were holding a kitten underwater here. Like, I just like, he's all shruggy and he's like, okay.
But I'll take a Pinot Grigio podcast, a Top Chef pairing, has no knowledge of any cats.
No animals were hurt in the making of this podcast.
Just rabbits.
Just rabbits. I was holding a rabbit underwater. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, since we're eating them.
Those rabbits.
It just felt like we were, I don't know, bullying him, and I didn't care for that.
No, me neither. And Lawrence, of course, is the first one to give him a hug when he gets back. His Warhammer bro.
That's right. I'll see you. I'll see you online. I'll see you on Discord, bro.
That's
high
right.
five.
That's right. And then next up, we've been talking about Asheville a couple times.
Yeah,
we're gonna get there, and now we're gonna see them cook in the woods
because that's where I want my food to be prepared on a stump underneath trees that are shedding on ground. We even see some critters and wildlife. Yes, absolutely. Please make me something to eat when you are having to step over slithering
That real
snakes.
snake.
Yes. Like, I mean, but it's the biggest crowd yet.
Yep.
And I saw they really did have bug fans on the
Right.
table. I mean, that's just an extra layer of labor that you're having to like pick out gnat corpses out of it. Like this is just beyond the pale. Like, come on, let these people go into the air conditioning. An actual snake.
An
comes
actual
up.
snake. Yeah. I
That's
don't
probably
even know,
that was probably Gary though. Gary was like, "Hey, I'm about to do this. Watch, this is
it
for
might
good
not
TV."
be real. We'll see. But I would like if I'm on Top Chef and I get to check in with like, yeah, we're on the road. Like, where do you get to go? Like, we're going to Asheville next.
Yeah.
Cool. What restaurant are y'all cooking in? Oh, it's like in the Pisgah National Forest.
That's right. We're in the woods.
What?
Yeah. I mean, despite
No, I
Asheville's-
mean like to make food.
No. We're in the woods. No, we're in the woods. Like not beautiful Asheville's downtown.
We
not
forgot to
any-
tell every restaurant in Asheville that there might be a
You
camera
know,
crew here, so we had to go.
Maybe Asheville was like, we're not buying into that shit. We're no Greenville, okay? We're not gonna pimp ourselves out. Y'all can sit out there in the damn woods and cook on stumps while you're camping.
We shall see.
We
We
shall
shall see what
Yeah.
the hippies in Asheville have for them.
Yep.
All right. No more 3 categories.
That's
no more
right.
weeded, seeded, defeated. We're down to the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just ranking. So we're going to go
Okay.
from 5 to 1. Who do you got?
5, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yes, the wrong twin went home. I want him to stop telling Sherry what to do with her mood and face and stop.
To give us a smile.
Yes, and stop making jokes. No. Number 4, Seeger. He really eked in there to this time. Like, you know what? Also another one. Nobody wants your sass. Shut it. Number 3, only reason I put her in the middle is Sherry is because she is in her own head here. You know, like she's going to have to 10 cup her way out of this. You know, he got the yips and 10 cup.
I was going to say,
Anyway.
ask your like cool uncle.
Yeah, maybe your bachelor uncle.
Yeah.
And then number 2, Lawrence. Number 1, Rhoda. She's back, baby. She's back.
You and Brooke had the same top 5.
Nice.
In order.
Oh, see, we know what's up.
All right. So I've also got Garny Poo at 5.
Yeah, Garny Poo, you're gone.
Sourpuss at 4. I've got your boy Lawrence at 3.
In the mid? You're calling Lawrence mid?
I'm of these 5 right now.
Sure.
Yes,
It's tough. It's a tough situation.
because I've got Sherry at 2. You're probably not surprised, and Rhoda just seems like a big time winner right now.
Mhm.
I mean, as they all do, but
Yeah.
there can be only one.
There can be only one.
And I have it as Rhoda, and I'm excited. I think there will probably be just 3 episodes left. Because a lot of time, I think they're going to have like the 3, sometimes 3 go into the last episode, and then it's 1.
Okay.
But it's 3 or 4.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
at the most.
We're in the home stretch then. We're really
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. This has been a fun ride. Before the end of the Top Chef season, though, really, you guys go find us and follow us. We got a lot of folks who are listening but are not following, and so there are benefits to like following us, especially on like your podcast platform. If it's Apple, if it's Spotify, if it's iHeartRadio, whatever. And of course, follow us on social medias at Take a Pinot Pod at YouTube. Lots of times you can see us instead of just hear us, which is not for Top Chef because we do it in person, but for other shows and TikTok and Instagram. So make sure you follow us and make sure that you are reaching out to us, especially to Jeff, not to me.
We'll be back in a few days with a mini episode, a couple more recs,
Yeah.
and to talk about a little bit more in our thoughts as the season dwindles out here. And of course, we'll be back later in the week for our vintage VPR.
For sure.
So thanks for listening, everybody.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.